Hi everyone, welcome to The Girls right here on SSP TV. We are located at the Laurel Mall. This is our studio, and today we're going to talk about jobs later in the show. If you're looking for a job, maybe you want a new career in 2020, we're going to talk about getting a job.
Yeah, I need a new job.
Wait, really? What do you want to do?
I don't know, maybe. I've been a nurse, I had a business, I was a bridal consultant, I was a nana, still doing my nana part. Well, I'm just saying the kids are older now, they don't need me anymore.
You should do dog walking.
No, I do enough dog walking with my own dog. He has me out. I'm in the middle of trying to put my makeup on and he's downstairs barking today. So I'd take him out, half my eyeliner's on, and I'm out walking the streets with the dog. So
well, that's perfect experience. You're set to go. You're like a professional already.
Yeah, I'm a professional pooper scooper. I mean, come on. How many bags of poopers could I carry?
Oh, with all this walking and this weather, my allergies, I don't know if you guys have been, but I added to my collection on the set. I normally have the mask, the lip gloss, and the hand sanitizer, but now we add the tissues if anyone else has allergies. So if I'm sneezing or coughing on the show, I'll pass you one of my dirty tissues. Lori, how about that?
Thank you.
What do you think?
Lori and I got together and pitched in for something for you. And this is an early Christmas gift. Yeah, we pitched in and got you your lip gloss because we're so tired of hearing you every week saying how
they finally took the hint.
You're running out of lip gloss. You're down to the end. You had no more lip gloss, so
that's my favorite one too.
I know, and
there you go.
Let's put it on now.
Yeah,
this is my favorite
the right
lip
one?
gloss.
Hey, we did it.
Nice job.
Where'd you find this? What drawer did you find this in?
No,
your house?
I went online and ordered it. Oh, look at that.
If your lips stick together, I added a little something special.
Oh, great. Glue. Just what I need.
Yeah,
well, thanks.
Maybe we could get it ordered now.
I think we should start this every show. You guys should give me a present.
Oh.
What do you think?
Me being here is your present.
Aww, sweet sister-in-law.
Look at, I have more stuff in front of me.
I'm like a hoarder. On my side, it's just stuff. And I don't know about you guys, but I know that my brother, your husband, is a hoarder.
My son.
He keeps everything. Your son keeps everything.
He
probably keeps everything under his bed now.
He's actually not so bad. The two funny things with Sam, because he does throw a lot of things away. I'm probably more of a hoarder than he is, because I'll say, don't throw that away, we could use it for something. He goes through all the trash. So trash night at our house is a process because every single trash can has to be gone through to see what can be recycled, what's truly trash. So he does that. The thing I love the most about him though is a new pair of shoes. You know, when I get a new pair of shoes, I want to wear them immediately.
Right.
They have to ease their way in to the house. They make their way through the closet for a few weeks. Then we put them on. And then I love the fact, and it's a great habit and I should pick it up. He cleans his shoes before he puts them away.
Oh, yeah.
Well, that's like my son is like that too.
Yeah, but how about the funny part that when he was younger, he wanted this one pair of sneakers. We bought them for him, and he literally cleaned the bottom of the shoes. He would walk a little bit, and then he would stop, and he'd go, and he'd clean the bottom of his shoes. He didn't want the shoes dirty. So yeah, he was very neat, and your little Mason took after him.
He's the same way. Still, he has a pair of shoes. He keeps his shoes in the box, and then when he wears the shoes, like he's still thinking about a pair of shoes that he doesn't think matches with anything. They're sneakers, okay?
He's a close
but he's waiting on those because he's using other sneakers right now. So we only use one pair of sneakers at a time in our house. My kids kill me after these shows because then I go home and they say that they don't want to be talked about on the show. What do? We talk about them more.
That's right.
We didn't pick on Bella. We have next show to pick on Bella for something.
Yes. Yeah.
All right. Well, that's enough entertaining from us, I guess, right?
Yeah. Getting back to jobs.
Yes. When we come back, if you're stuck in a rut, you're looking for a new job, or you're looking to have a part-time job or a full-time job, our guests will be talking about it on The Girls. We have tips for you as well. Finding employment from PA Career Link with Christine Jensen. Stay with us.
welcome back to the girls. We're excited today to have Christine Jensen from the PA Career Link. So if you are looking for a new job or maybe some additional skills, you can hear all about what the Career Link has to offer. Christine, welcome to the girls. Thanks for joining us today.
Thank you.
I was quite surprised to learn all of the things that the PA Career Link has to offer, because I think the assumption a lot of people had for a long time is it's just about if I don't have a job. But you have so much to offer for employers as well. So tell us a little bit about what's going on at the Career Link.
Great, thank you for having me. I appreciate it. We are back open for business on a limited basis. So you can visit our office in Hazleton from 10 o'clock to 1 o'clock Tuesday, Wednesdays, Thursdays, and we will do our best to help you. We're kind of working in our vestibule and trying to keep things safe. We have a big HVAC project going on there, so we don't want people in the building at this point. But in our Wilkes-Barre office, we are taking appointments in the afternoon as well, and down in our Pottsville office too, so we can help you whether you're a job seeker or an employer with that. And we have a lot of great services that are available to both job seekers and employers, and there's no cost for any of our services.
That was going to be my question. It was going to be, is there a certain fee, because you are a great service, trying to find people jobs as well as educate. So what are some of the types of jobs that are available right now?
Well, I ran a report in preparation for coming on the show, and we have over 4,000 jobs posted on our website, pacareerlink.pa.gov, in Luzerne County alone. And 3,300 of them are actually within 25 miles of Hazleton. So it's a statewide website, so there's jobs throughout the entire state. I know your viewership is larger than just the Hazleton area. So you can go on the website, and there's thousands and thousands of jobs throughout the whole state. But here in Luzerne County, there's over 4,000 jobs currently. And everything from, we know healthcare is a giant employer locally. I know you had Lehigh Valley, I saw on your show recently. They're a big employer locally. And then we have a lot of manufacturing, a lot of distribution centers, and there's great jobs in all of those places. A lot of people, look at and think it's kind of, one-dimensional, but it's not. In every distribution center, there's individuals that are helping in the warehouse, there's IT people, there's HVAC people, there's human resources people. So there's something for everybody in a lot of these big organizations that we have locally.
Let's talk about COVID. When we look at people dealing with what's happening with the pandemic, we're not at these functions where we were gathering around connections and networking. So for people who are kind of stuck at home working or looking for a job, what have you seen? What's your experience been with helping them find a job, or what is your advice for people looking at from home that they're kind of stuck? Because again, we're not networking like we used to network.
Well, you have to try, and we have a great workshop that's available. It's a virtual workshop.
Oh, nice.
That you can sign up for through our website called Networking to Find a Job.
Okay.
Where we can help you with tips to do that, because that's how the majority of people find jobs through networking. So it's important that you feel comfortable doing it, that you're prepared. We always talk about having your elevator speech. Mm-hmm. You never know who you're going to run into. So you want to have that ready in case you bump into somebody, you're at your grandmother's 100th birthday party, and you never know, there's somebody that works for a company that you're really interested in. You need to be able to pitch yourself. So we can help you do all that, and even if you want to do it virtually, even if our offices, we are accepting appointments to help people one-on-one. We have plexiglass set up, and we can do it safely with you, or we can do it via Zoom or any online platform. But you do need to practice. People think, oh, it doesn't come natural. Of course, it comes naturally to you three, but it doesn't come naturally to everybody. So it's really important that you practice that elevator speech, practice doing interviews. As an HR professional, I sat across the table interviewing people for decades, but when you're on the other side of the table, it's a totally different perspective. So we have some great tools online to help you practice, or we'll do a live one-on-one practice with you.
Christine, before you even get to that process of doing your elevator speech, what about helping me to assess maybe of the available jobs, what job I might fit into? Do you do some type of like a career assessment for individuals who are looking for employment or maybe even a change of a job?
Absolutely. We will do an individual assessment with you. One of our career navigators would sit down and do that with you, again, live or via Zoom. And we also have some workshops about career exploration where we'll talk about we'll give you an interest assessment to find out what you're interested in. I always say when I speak to, not anymore so much, but eventually we'll be back, speak to students especially. You're at work, I mean now for kids just getting out of school, they're gonna work what, 45 years? You have to find a job you love, because even if you love your job, it's really hard to get out of bed every day and go to it. So think about if you didn't like your job. So we can do in a career assessment, there's a lot of different assessments online, and interest assessment. Find out what you're interested in, where your strengths lie, and then we can make recommendations for occupations that exist here. We have what's called a high priority occupation list for our area. There's about 70 different occupations. So we can do an interest assessment with you and find out where your interests lie, and then look at that list and see where there are jobs and where we predict there will be growth.
What if someone is thinking about what they would like to do? Maybe they started off their life with doing one thing, and now it's like, oh, what a drudge it is for me to get up and go to work every day. I really don't like my job. So the career change thing. Now, they may not be trained in that, so do you have training then available for them? Where do you offer that person? Like, where do they start if you want a career change and you're not actually educated for that?
Right. So what we'll do, again, we'll do that assessment, and we do have funding available to help people get training. The training has to be for an occupation that's on that high priority occupation list that I talked about. But again, there's 70 some occupations on that list. So you're going to find a little of everything. Of course, healthcare, computers, human resources, a lot of distribution and manufacturing positions. So if you're eligible, and eligible for us means you're unemployed or underemployed. And underemployed in Luzerne County is a household income of about $34,000. So a lot of people are going to qualify, and especially right now during COVID when so many people have been laid off, or maybe somebody in the household's been laid off so their income has been reduced, they may qualify. So we would do that assessment with you, and there's a list on our website of training that's available. There is, I checked in preparation for coming on, I think we have at the moment 68 different training programs on there. And there, again, there's everything, a lot of computer programs, mechatronics at the community college, Lackawanna College here in Hazleton has different training programs on there. George Hayden, who's a local businessman, he has a registered apprenticeship program for his electricians. So we would help you with the tuition. And we can fund up to $5,000. You may not qualify for the whole $5,000, but you may, and it may cover the whole cost, or it may cover a portion of it. So we would absolutely love to talk to anybody who is looking for either a career change, or they don't currently possess the skills to be able to find a job that produces that family-sustaining wage. Again, we don't want to just get you a job. We want to get you a job that's going to enable you to support your family and to live and be productive here in Northeast PA and stay here. That's our goal. We want people to stay here and be happy and productive.
All right, well, we have more to talk with you about, so stay with us. If you need a job, you know someone who does, get them on the phone and tell them to watch the show, because we have great information for you. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
And welcome back to the girls right here on SSP TV. If you're looking for a job or a job change, I hope you're watching us with Christine Jensen from the PA Career Link. We are talking about this whole new world of jobs and how the world has changed in 2020, Christine. So thanks for joining us here and shedding some light on all the opportunities that are available in Northeastern Pennsylvania. There are many jobs, as you mentioned, if you're just joining us earlier, that there are jobs in a lot of different variety of positions in areas they're full-time, they're part-time. You're the person that helps with the placement.
Yes, so we have employers that post their jobs on our website, pacareerlink.pa.gov, which is like an Indeed or a Monster, but we think better because we have support for employers and for job seekers. You would work with a member of our staff to help you, if you're an employer, get the jobs posted, to promote the jobs. We can vet your candidates for you. Or if you're a job seeker, again, we can help you with getting that resume prepared, brushing up on your interviewing skills. And so there's support there. It's not just you go to a website, you log in, and you kind of do your thing. We have real live staff that can help you either remotely or in our offices with finding that job, because finding a job, it's a full-time job.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have certain age groups that you help? Is it every age, or what are the ages?
It's any age. We do have a youth program that can help individuals up to age 24. We have a GED program where we're doing GED classes and testing right at our offices. So although we have an in-school program where we help kids stay in school, give them some supports that they need to stay in high school. If they do drop out, we can help them get that very important GED so they can hopefully, most jobs are going to require that. So hopefully get a job and then maybe continue their education as well.
Get back in the groove.
Yeah.
How about for disabled or handicapped?
Absolutely. We work with the Office of Vocational Rehabilitation, and they have counselors that usually are in our office. Sometimes it's easier for them to meet in our office rather than at their main office, which is down in Wilkes-Barre. And they can help with individuals as well. So we work very closely with OVR, the Office of Vocational Rehabilitation.
Christine, I know just recently I had the opportunity to work with the PA Career Link through one of your programs, where I had a student who came in and was with me for several weeks. So I was able to train her, and she was quite an asset to our organization. And she was going back to college, but had she not been going back to college, I would have hired her because she was such an asset to the organization. And so I think it's wonderful that you are helping the younger folks to get in the door someplace and get that training, because it was more of an internship. That's how I would view it, as an internship than an actual job. So you are setting them up for the right steps to be successful, and having that shadow opportunity that we don't always get. So that was really nice to take part in that.
Thank you. We appreciate you participating. And that kind of job shadowing is so important. We always say if you can get that opportunity to do it, do it. And if you can't, we have a virtual job shadowing feature on our website that you could use, where it shows you videos of people doing work out in the field so you can get a feel for it. But you were in the state and local internship program?
Yes, correct.
So this was the third year we got funding for that. That's competitive funding that we've gone after and been successful with, where we are able to reimburse employers over an 8-week period in the summer for an intern. So it's been fantastic. I think we placed 88 interns this summer.
That's great.
And we're hoping that, keep our fingers crossed that they'll keep funding that program. We also, for young adults, we got another competitive grant we call it REAL, and it's an acronym, and it's to help individuals who have been involved in the criminal justice system. So they may not necessarily have been incarcerated, but they may have had, or they may have, and it's to help them re-engage and get back into the workforce. And again, we can help them with job placement, we can help them with training, all sorts of different things.
Now, how are you funded? Because PA Career Link is funded through the state.
So I work for the Luzerne Schuylkill Workforce Investment Board, and we are the fiscal agent and the funder. The funding comes through the Workforce Innovation and Opportunity Act, which has been around in a couple different incarnations since like the 60s. It's been called different things. And so it comes from the U.S. Department of Labor down to the to the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania through the Department of Labor and Industry, then to the Luzerne Schuylkill Workforce Investment Board for our area, which covers Schuylkill and Luzerne counties. And we fund a lot of different programs, such as the SLIP, the internship program. The youth program, we have a program where we're working with individuals that are receiving TANF benefits, and it also funds the 3 CareerLink offices that we have in our workforce area.
So how has the amount of people who apply with you and contact you, how has that gone up? What's the percentage that gone up since COVID started? Have you seen a dramatic change with people with their employment?
Well, I will say that working remotely has been a little bit of a challenge, as it has been for everybody. So we had to kind of regroup because, of course, we didn't do any remote work. So when we closed down in March, we had to regroup. We immediately got what we call a helpline up so that people didn't have to call our office and wait for a return call. They could call us directly. So we got that up and running. We got the virtual workshops up and running so we could continue, because we normally run workshops all the time in our offices. We wanted to continue to be able to do that. And we're also doing virtual recruitment events. At our offices, we give employers the opportunity to have in-house recruitment events at our office 3 times a month at no cost. A lot of times it's just easier for somebody looking for a job or for a change to find everybody knows where our office is, whereas sometimes it's hard to find the employer, or you have to go through a lot of security to get in. So they'll hold events at our office. And so that has really been lacking until we can start doing it again, which we're hoping to do by the end of September. But in the interim, we're doing virtual events. We post them on our Facebook page. It can either be a virtual live recruitment event where you would kind of interview with the employer, or what we found some more success with is an informational session where we get a new employer and they talk about the corporate culture, talk about the opportunities that are available. It's recorded and it's put on our Facebook page so people can learn about it and then go to our website and apply for the jobs.
We have a couple minutes left. What are some tips in 2020 that people should take if they want to apply for a job or they want to be prepared to go on a job interview?
Well, research. You need to research the company. You need to know something about it. You need, every time you're applying for a job, you may need to tweak your resume, and you certainly need to write a specific cover letter. Again, it's a full-time job looking for a job. You can't just send out that same resume and generic cover letter to everybody you apply for. You need to find a way to stand out, especially now. With unemployment being higher, we were used to that real low unemployment, but now that it's higher, you have to find a way to make yourself stand out. And then the networking that we talked about before, so important. You never know. You always need to be prepared to give that pitch, and to don't be afraid to talk about yourself. They need to learn who you are, and again, knowing who that employer is, knowing something about them, being excited about working for that company is important.
Real quick, last question. How quickly can you help someone find a job if they're really out of work and really, really needing a job?
Employers are beating our door down. There are a lot of employers in Luzerne as well as Schuylkill County that need help now. So even if it's not your dream job, but you need a job to get, we can move quickly with you. So please absolutely call your local PA CareerLink, and we're here to help.
Thank you, Christine, for joining us on the program.
Thank you, ladies.
Well, another great show. If you have any questions, of course, you could contact us. Look on our Facebook page. You can watch us online, every device that you have, over and over again. Tell your friends about Christine Jensen and the CareerLink. Visit their site, and I hope that everybody has a job that they love, because if you don't, change your job. We'll see you next time.